Kickback squad, kickback gang. Y'all already know what time it is. Man, y'all know what time it is.
It's true crime time.
It's true crime time. Y'all already know the root. Get your snacks, kick back with the crew, man. Y'all already know we family over here. So if you can't watch things by yourself, you can kick back and watch it with us.
With us,
you know, we the family.
Yeah.
But we got some Dr. Insanity. We got the moment she realized she unalived her boyfriend.
The moment she realized. Was it an accident or something?
We about to find out.
Okay.
With the crew, let's get it, fam.
Hey, what happened?
I don't know.
Did you just come home?
I was down the street walking my dog and they shot him.
This is 22-year-old Alyssa Blackburn, and she just returned home from walking her dog to find her boyfriend shot and barely alive.
That's it.
I don't know. I couldn't touch my kids.
When deputies arrived, Alyssa would initially claim his injuries were from a violent drive-by just minutes earlier. But it wouldn't take long for them to start noticing holes in her story.
She's frantic. I think she knows more than what she is saying.
I said the same thing. I was like, for all we know, she smoked his ass.
What deputies didn't realize at the time was that Alyssa never walked her dog. In reality, she had been right there, witnessing the entire shooting up close. As the investigation began, detectives would uncover a meticulously planned homicide and a tragic conspiracy, with Alyssa right in the middle of it.
First thing I witnessed saying I observed a white male run out of the house with a gun. Why are you lying to me? You understand me? Stop. Don't start lying to me.
He said, okay, I ain't gonna shoot you, I'm gonna shoot you. And he was shooting the whole time.
And it was all over this damn female. It's all over a girl.
You literally have one opportunity to talk about this, otherwise you won't.
On October 29th, 2022, the Escambia County Sheriff's Office received multiple 911 calls from frantic residents on the 1100 block of Medford Avenue. Earlier that morning, a driver in a black sedan had reportedly opened fire on a home in a small neighborhood. Hours later, at around 2 o'clock p.m., the sound of gunshots would be heard again, but this time followed by a young man's anguished cries for help. Quickly, officers were dispatched to the scene, racing to piece together what had just unfolded.
What we got? 331 with EMS and round gunshot victim inside the house. Anybody else in here?
No, I don't in the bedroom. Please don't go in there.
I got a chest seal on
The first deputies on the scene arrived to find 26-year-old Jessica Hagan lying on the floor in a pool of blood, barely conscious, with bullet holes scattered throughout his body.
Damn. Big shot, bud. You said you got a chest seal? Yeah.
Everywhere.
Jesse is experiencing a pressure imbalance in his chest cavity, meaning his lungs could collapse at any moment. With Jesse in the hands of paramedics, the deputies shift their focus to the next critical task, piecing together what had happened. With this in mind, Deputy Tinch wastes no time turning to question the only witness present, Jesse's girlfriend, Alyssa Blackburn.
Hey, what happened?
I was down the street walking my dog and they shot him.
Who shot him?
I don't know.
Did you find him like this?
Yeah, I just had to kick in the back door because nobody was knocking on.
So do you live here?
Yes.
Who is that gentleman to you?
It's my boyfriend.
Are you the one that called 911?
No.
Who called 911? Because it was a female.
I called 911.
Why are you lying to me? You understand?
What?
Don't lie to me.
Did she just say that she didn't call 911?
Then she said, I called 911 because I heard gunshots.
Because they say, well, you can call 911 because it was a female. Now she said, I called 911 because...
I'm glad he picking up real good.
Right. Girl,
Damn, that's crazy.
Acting is not that good.
No, terrible.
Why are you lying to me? You understand me? Stop. Don't start lying to me. You understand what's sitting in there? I need proof.
I did it.
Then go tell me you didn't call.
You're gonna get me shot out here. You realize that? We're Montclair. It's my life too.
What's your last name?
Blackburn. I don't think you realize that I'm risking and calling y'all for real.
Right away, Deputy Tinch grew suspicious after noticing a flaw in Alyssa's account of the 911 call. However, considering the chaos of the moment, he knew it was possible she could be in shock and that her memory was distorted. But unbeknownst to the deputy, Alyssa would go on to provide more misleading statements, making her story even more suspicious. Even though her inaccurate account of the 911 call was suspicious, Deputy Tinch knew it could be due to her frantic condition. If anything, this just made him want to know more.
Before he left to walk the dog, was he by himself?
Yeah, no, there was nobody else here.
And he wasn't like that, right?
No, he was not like that. He was fine. He was in the room. And he was not bleeding on the ground.
Who else lives here?
This is, I don't even know whose house this is. I just got here 2 days ago. No shit. I swear to God, I just moved here. All my stuff's in that back bedroom, but my dog's in there.
According to Alyssa, the shooting occurred in the small window of time while she was walking her dog. But none of this would matter to her, as her boyfriend would be carried out in a stretcher unconscious.
What, the glass, was it broken before you left? Was it out here when you left to walk the dog? Okay.
Oh my God.
Girl,
Step
come
over
on.
here. Sure.
It's likely Alyssa, in this moment, believed Jesse had passed away. First responders were using what's called a soft stretcher, not too different in appearance to a body bag used when the victim is dead. However, Jesse is still alive. He was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and was slipping in and out of consciousness. He appeared to have been shot in the upper abdomen and leg and was in critical condition. As paramedics loaded Jesse into the ambulance, preparing to take him to the hospital, deputies could finally give Alyssa their full attention, as she was the only witness so far who could give them a lead. But soon, officers would begin to suspect that Alyssa wasn't the innocent victim she portrayed herself as.
I don't know, honey. I'm sure he's talking to us. So yes, because he just gave us a bunch of information. Okay.
I don't want nobody to see me. Oh my God.
You okay?
Okay.
Let's call your parents. Okay.
Due to Alyssa's seemingly frantic condition, deputies were unable to get any more information from her beyond what she had already recounted. So in an attempt to make sense of the situation, deputies on scene began sharing the information they had gathered, and they quickly started to notice some intriguing details.
So I wonder if earlier was a drive-by. This was Target House, and then maybe somebody came back. Oh, looks like you got shot in the house. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, their case of dog. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They left us in the house, and they know they were in the house. Yeah, but her time frame is way off, bro. That's the problem. Is she's like, I asked her who called. She's like, not me. I'm like, it was a female, honey. She was like, okay, I called, and then I said, stop fucking lying to me. This is serious. She's saying that she left to go walk the dog, came home to this, and the time frame is not 4 hours ago. Because she's saying she heard the shots.
So it wasn't the.
I guarantee you it was.
We can find some cameras.
Clearly, Alyssa's story wasn't adding up, and despite her exaggerated crying, officers were growing more convinced that she might have somehow been involved. But without definitive evidence to prove her role in the crime, these suspicions would remain as just that, suspicions, for now. So, officers, determined to find something concrete, would begin searching the neighborhood. That's when Deputy Brissette encountered a neighbor who would claim to have seen everything.
I heard 2 gunshots about this clock this morning, and I saw a little black car. But, come and go and come back, I don't know if they had anything to do with it, but it was like they just took off from right over here.
Did you hear some gunshots?
Yeah, I heard 4 of them.
Over here?
I just seen a black boy and a white boy just get in the car, and I seen the white boy come out with the gun in his hand.
What kind of vehicle?
It's like a beat up, old school looking Toyota Camry. When he came out the door, he said, I told him, just don't play with me. Was it a black boy or a white boy that got shot?
White guy got shot.
Ooh,
the one that lived there.
The tattoos?
Yeah.
Yeah, they always were. Back and forth.
Damn.
With different people?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Have you ever seen that car in the area before, that white guy?
Always there.
The Camry's always there?
Yeah.
Oh.
What these witnesses just revealed was critical. According to them, shortly before the shooting, a beat-up Toyota Camry pulled into the driveway of Alyssa's house. Two men stepped out, one white, one black, and made their way towards the home. Additionally, one witness noticed something even more alarming. The white male was armed, and moments after they entered the house, gunfire erupted, echoing throughout the neighborhood. With this new information at hand, deputies could finally narrow their focus to two prime suspects, who for now would remain unidentified. As for Alyssa, her role in the investigation was still unclear. It still made no sense why she felt the need to lie about her story. And given Alyssa's emotional state, it was impossible to get anything valuable out of her, so her parents were allowed on the scene to help her calm down. In the meantime, deputies would notice the biggest flaw in Alyssa's story yet.
She was in there talking about so she did it? No. Just got a witness saying that they observed a white male run out of the house with a gun.
This house is not just 2 days lived in.
The
people that live there.
Right.
I'm getting somewhere.
Who are they?
This deputy just picked up on a very important realization. The house Alyssa claimed she moved into with Jesse only 2 days ago looked well lived in, contradicting her entire story.
She putting on that performance. Like
With this new suspicious clue, Deputy Davidson devised a genius solution to finally determine if she was just an innocent witness or if she had a bigger role in the shooting.
If I ask Alyssa and she says no, she's lying. Why would she lie? Alright, I'm just gonna go for it. Does anybody else live here with you and Jesse?
I don't know who lives here, who don't, because there's people here all in and out all the time. I'm not gonna lie.
Like what kind of house is that?
Exactly.
Trap house?
I mean, he sleeps on the couch sometimes, I guess. I don't know. Because he was like, I've been letting you stay here because he stayed in tip. But the way they were talking, it sounded like he just got here. So you know what I mean? Like, they have been there.
Alyssa finally cracks, admitting that one of Jesse's friends was living in the house with them. This is important because he could potentially be another witness to the shooting or even a suspect. Deputy Davidson would go on to press Alyssa for more information about this friend, but to no avail. And with nothing else to go on, deputies reached a dead end in their investigation. So far, they knew that two unidentified men had carried out the shooting of Jesse and fled the scene in a black Toyota Camry. They also discovered that others had been living in the house with Alyssa and Jesse, opening up possibilities for even more witnesses and suspects. Lastly, Alyssa's account of events had proven quite unreliable due to her frantic condition. So with the on-scene investigation at its end...
Did them in the black Camry, did they stay there?
Right, and they try to act like they don't, by just going there, shooting it up or something like that, and then driving back off or something like that,
Like,
make it like it was a drive-by or something.
Kind of thinking, yeah, but
Right.
Shell's been in the house this day. So it happened in
Oh,
the
so,
house.
right.
The other one
No,
was
that's
a
why
drive-by.
I say to make it like it was a drive-by.
Yeah. What y'all think?
Somebody that
What y'all
happened
think?
inside the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody ain't telling the truth. Well, ain't somebody, but
Get-
she
you about to
ain't
get
telling
to
the truth.
bottom of it.
Quite unreliable due to her frantic condition. So with the on-scene investigation at its end, Jesse clinging to life in the hospital, and Alyssa the only immediate witness, the next move was clear. Take Alyssa to the police station for a formal interrogation and get to the bottom of whatever she's hiding. An hour later, Alyssa and her mom would be transported to the police station and placed inside an interrogation room while detectives gathered all the evidence from deputies. Alyssa doesn't know it yet, but this interrogation would go far worse than she could have ever imagined.
He's letting go! He's letting go! Don't touch me! Don't you touch me!
There's no reason not to talk to his father since there's a camera in here. There's audio here, we can hear everything.
Yeah.
There's no reason we have to talk to his father since.
You're right.
Alyssa realizes she's being recorded and immediately makes her mom aware. It's clear this isn't her first time in an interrogation room. Unfortunately for her, the cameras would turn out to be the least of her worries. Detectives would walk into the room with a clear plan in mind, figure out why Alyssa lied. If they can press her on the details, she might slip, giving them a real shot at actually solving the case.
About your name, David Preston.
David Preston, you know David? How do you know him?
Experience. Yes.
I got in trouble. Only 2 times I've been in trouble. I didn't have to be good.
Gotcha. Well, I'm Investigator Martinez. I work with David, so I know. Yeah. That being said, we want to get some information as far as like how long you guys been living there, who lives there.
2 days, 2-3 days.
Sticking with that. Sticking with that.
If I had my phone,
2 days, not 3 days.
Let me get my phone. I don't, but it wasn't I can't remember where it was, but.
Okay. And the only reason I'm asking is because, like I said, we have to get a search warrant in order to get in the house. So once we get into the house and we look around, if something's missing, like his cell phone, then maybe we can possibly start trying to track it and find it.
No, I'm not going to question you at all.
So that's why I was asking, I'm not asking like to pry, but maybe something's missing and maybe we can track it and be like,
I know y'all are just trying to help for real. I'm not that type of person. I know y'all are just trying to help.
Okay.
Alyssa has to be feeling the pressure at this point. She's told her version of events several times by now, and yet investigators keep asking the same questions. Perhaps that's why, after an entire afternoon of speaking to law enforcement, she finally gives them something substantial.
All right, so it's just you and Jesse that live in that house?
No, there's 2 males there and there's Jesse. But there's people in and out of there all the time, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like literally like a ghetto trap, kind of like out there. You know, you ever seen the house? But the whole house is like trashed. You know? I tried to clean it up and I'm all the floors and kind of stuff like that because I don't know where to go. But there's a dude, I think him for sure. I know because he sleeps on the couch, and I know he was getting help from somebody who lives there, I guess, around regular, trying to get off of drugs.
Okay. He's
white.
Okay.
Yeah, he's tall. He's real tall. It's like, real tall to me. I'm like 5 foot.
Alyssa confirmed that 2 other people lived in the house, noting that individuals are constantly coming and going, a detail that could suggest drug activities considering her previous statements and frantic behavior earlier. But most importantly, she mentions one of the roommates by name. If investigators can track him and the other roommate down, they may not have to rely solely on Alyssa's version of events, as it's obvious she hasn't been telling the whole truth. So the detective continues to question Alyssa in hopes of extracting another name.
Start from what did you do today?
Okay.
From when you got up.
I woke up on the couch and he was on the couch across from me, and Jesse was sitting in a chair. It's in the living room, whatever. I called my mom and dad because I was supposed to go over there. There's voicemails, you know what I'm saying, that we called him. I don't remember the exact time. But the other dude that lives there, he wasn't there. She was supposed to go to get a hotel room with a girl the night before, so he hasn't been there.
Who's that?
I think his name's...
Okay.
It starts with... Yeah, like he wasn't there at all.
Alyssa doesn't realize it yet, but with the other roommate's name obtained, the investigation has already taken a sharp turn. The detective's top priority is no longer just her story. It's tracking down the roommates she previously lied about who could be key witnesses to the shooting. But before they could get to that, Alyssa and her mother would share one more major detail from the morning of the shooting.
We go to my new house where we're building because we're moving into it. We just closed on it. So we go over there. She has somebody else come and get her to go through her paperwork for work and stuff like that because we're moving. And then I don't know who it was.
It ended up working out. Yeah, I went to FedEx and stuff like that. And then I got...
This person come pick you up. Did you call them to come pick you up, or they just showed up?
It's a friend. I don't really know like that. You know what I'm saying? Jesse doesn't like anybody to know where we stay at all because what he does, and obviously y'all know what he does, you know what I'm saying, because I told the police. I don't know if y'all talked to the police yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah. And,
what did you do, sell drugs?
Allegedly. I don't know.
What's important?
I don't know if I just used that right. Yeah, he sells drugs. He sells drugs.
And what kind of car did this person pick you up?
Well, a black car.
Bingo.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of car.
It was just black.
It's an older vehicle that doesn't even have the emblems on it.
I didn't. Yeah, it was black.
Like it was spray painted?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It was.
I know it was black though. I didn't.
Like on Toyota or something like that?
It was definitely a small sedan.
What's a sedan?
I'm
It's
telling
it's
you.
his car, correct?
Yeah, that's baby.
Well, that's
I think it's 4-door.
Alyssa's mother just described the same car that witnesses saw fleeing the scene, a black Toyota Camry. But what's even more crucial is Alyssa's own admission. She was in that very car after being picked up by a so-called friend. With this insight, detectives now have a major person of interest, whoever was driving that black Camry. Now their top priority is clear. Identify this man.
What's his name, the guy that come and got you?
Come
I don't
on.
know him.
Come
That's what I'm
on.
saying.
Well, how'd you call him?
Jesse, I didn't.
So
I
you
didn't,
just getting calls of people you don't know, like you don't know him.
Exactly.
You just call them, but you don't know him. So you got in the call, don't know his name.
Sounds
Ask
stupid.
for the name or anything. So, girl, quit all that damn lying.
And the guy that come and got you.
I don't know him. That's what I'm saying.
Well, how'd you call him?
Jesse, I didn't call him. I said I didn't call him.
Oh, he just showed up at the house?
Yeah, my brother knows him, and Jesse knows him, and kind of stuff like that. Like he comes around all the time. Hangs out with him. I don't associate myself with people that he does. I'm not allowed to even be at the house by myself.
So he showed up.
He's white, for sure.
Can you describe him to us?
Well, he's kind of ghetto.
No, he's ghetto. He's got tattoos.
Yeah.
You can tell he's been to jail.
20s, 30s?
At least like his late 20s.
Come on now, mama.
Boy.
That don't mean he ghetto just because he got tattoos.
Oh,
He
right.
been in jail. I got tattoos too. I'm not ghetto.
He's
Come
been
on
in
now,
jail.
people. Stop judging people like that now.
Yeah,
I got tattoos too.
20s, 30s?
at least like his late 20s.
Despite the vague description, detectives can now confirm the driver of the black Camry is a white male in his late 20s with tattoos. Combined with all the other information, these details are enough for detectives to begin searching. But before detectives wrap up Alyssa's interview, they would have to deliver the tragic news of what happened to Jesse.
I did just get off the phone with the doctor's office, and he did not survive.
Why you not here? We can't leave. You
should have went to acting school.
Jesse Gahagan had died. Alyssa seemed truly upset at this news, even though she almost certainly expected his death, as detectives would come to find out eventually. But, well, it's not a...
What a performance. She knew that was going to happen. And she was sitting there, like, it's like she cried on cue.
She got it down back a little bit, a little cry thing.
Right, because if we didn't know, like, beforehand that she did that, because, you know, you kind of told us what.
In the beginning.
I would have think she was telling the truth, you know? Especially...
expected his death, as detectives would come to find out eventually. But, while it's not officially confirmed, all signs point to one chilling reality. This is, most likely, all an act. And it would be revealed soon.
Yeah, we can get you out of here. Raise your right hand. Somebody killed your boy.
I called the police! I tried to save his life! I'm trying to make him do better, bro. I'm trying to the only one who can do about him. No, I'm being serious. You don't see it. No, that nobody. I'm the only one who called the police when he overdosed. Twice, not even his mom again. All by myself.
Alyssa would continue this frenzy until detectives had to end the interview. Even though she seemed genuinely upset over Jesse's passing, detectives would soon find evidence suggesting otherwise. Nevertheless, the stakes were now higher as this had escalated into a murder investigation. At this point, detectives still weren't sure exactly what Alyssa was hiding, but the interviews that followed would begin to reveal the truth.
What's up, Mr. Hey, Investigator Alvarez, the one that you ignored last night. Well, you got my text.
This is one of Jesse and Alyssa's roommates. It's unclear how investigators first located him, but what is known is that he was initially reluctant to cooperate, ignoring multiple calls and texts from detectives. Perhaps he was hesitant to get involved, but when he finally agreed to an interview, he would deliver the biggest bombshell yet.
Let's hear it.
Alright, man. So let's start from the very beginning, okay? Now, I know before you came in here, you said he knows who did it and who he can get us hooked up to that person and everything else, because he tried catching up with you at Tom Thumb yesterday. So, before we get through all the details, who is that person that actually pulled the trigger?
It's Jacob Colville.
Okay. Who was the black guy that was there with you?
I've never seen him before in my life.
Okay. If you were shown a picture of him, would you be able to possibly recognize him?
Should be able to.
Okay. How long have you known Colville?
Colville, I met, I think, 2018 in Walton County. He was we were in the same little pod together in Walton County.
Finally, thanks to the roommate, detectives have identified the white man with the gun, 29-year-old Jacob Colville, the same so-called friend Alyssa and her mother described earlier. But to the detectives' surprise, the roommate had even more to reveal.
Colville showed up with his two kids in the car and got out and started an altercation with Jesse. And this is all over a female. This is all over a girl. What's her name? Alyssa.
All over a female. So you gonna crash out for all over a female?
I figured that's what it was.
And you showed up with your two kids in the car.
You didn't give a damn.
They didn't even care. Behind a female. Wow.
I figured that's what it was.
And this is all over a female. This is all over a girl. What's her name? Alyssa. Background. I guess Colville was in love with his girlfriend or something. I'm not even sure who the girl liked, if she liked either of them or not. And I thought they were supposed to be friends. But no, as soon as the girl comes out of the house and says Jesse's inside, they didn't hesitate to, she was leaving. No, they went right inside my house. And they go down the hallway and they looked through the first room, looked through the second room, and I'm at this point I'm playing stupid. I'm like, what's going on, guys? And I don't know what's going on. I wasn't watching. I did not have my head turned towards down the hallway. But there was 2 gunshots, and I hear screaming. And there's 2 gunshots. And then by the time I look down the hallway, I see Colville backing up, like with the guns on Jesse. And Jesse looked like he had blood right here, maybe like in the stomach, and the chest, or the shoulder. And even when he was on the ground, he shot another couple rounds, I believe. How many rounds total? I can't.
Quite a few.
Yeah, I can't even tell you. Whenever Colville and the black guy run out the front door, they took off.
What happened to the DVR?
I can show it to you.
You have it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then
yeah, I noticed.
What the roommate just revealed to detectives is everything they need to crack this case. It appears that Jesse's murder stemmed from a long-standing conflict that began in an altercation between Jacob and Jesse, likely during the drive-by incident reported earlier that morning, followed by Jacob returning an hour later to fatally shoot Jesse. Meanwhile, Alyssa not only fabricated her entire version of events, but the whole altercation centered around her. According to the roommate, she was in a love triangle with Jesse and Jacob that turned deadly. It's likely that Alyssa had grown fed up with Jesse before orchestrating the shooting with her friend, or perhaps lover, Jacob. This finally explains why Alyssa had been lying all along. She wasn't just a witness, she was an accomplice to murder. Fortunately, the roommate had the shooting recorded on surveillance camera and agreed to hand it over to investigators, providing them with undeniable evidence to bring the killer trio to justice.
So she must have even known they had a camera.
This incredible stroke of good fortune would continue when the roommate successfully identified Jacob's accomplice from a photo lineup of known offenders. He was 44-year-old Lawrence Bonner Jr. The Escambia County Sheriff's Department quickly launched a statewide manhunt, alerting police to stations and the public to be on the lookout. Not long after, authorities would make a critical discovery. The black Toyota Camry had been found underneath the mobile highway bridge over 11 Mile Creek, burned down to the frame.
Wow.
While the search for the assailants continued, detectives wanted to solidify their case against Alyssa, so they would bring in the other roommate she mentioned earlier, and he would reveal crucial details about Alyssa's sinister role in her boyfriend's murder.
That little black Toyota Camry or Avalon or whatever it was. You know the car they showed up in?
Yeah.
Whose car is that?
I think it's Koval's.
He burned it. So.
He what?
He burned it.
Did he?
Well, yeah. So do you remember any of the conversation that was going on in the house? Like when they come back, you told them that Jesse's hiding in the back, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. What was being said after that?
Nothing. They were so quiet. Okay. They were just creeping through the house looking for Jesse, and they didn't find him at first.
You remember seeing Alyssa come in with a gun?
Who?
Alyssa, his girlfriend, Jesse's?
No.
When she first walks into the house and you're on the couch, you know, she's holding the gun because, you know, we have the DVR.
Yeah, yes, I did notice that. Koval did say to Jesse, he said, I ain't gonna shoot you, and he was shooting him the whole time. Because Jesse would say that Koval would never shoot him, you know what I mean? A little shot.
You know where Koval might be right now?
I have absolutely no idea, man.
We already have one of the three. So.
Oh, dude?
Yeah.
One of the three?
There's another person that helped the back later.
Really?
At this point, detectives had multiple statements from both roommates that not only implicated Alyssa, but also discredited her alibi of being somewhere else at the time. Combined with video evidence showing her holding a gun inside the house before the shooting, there was no denying that Alyssa was certainly involved in the murder of Jesse Cahagan.
Crazy.
While detectives were wrapping up the roommate's interview, one of the killer trio, Lawrence Bonner, was arrested after deputies surrounded his residence. He was brought into the interrogation room directly across from this one. Detectives didn't waste any time with Bonner and would immediately confront him with video evidence to make him give up Jacob's location.
We want to know why he reached out to you, what he told you, because we already know you participated there. We know you didn't pull the trigger. But at this point, you literally have one opportunity to talk about this, otherwise you are, and I'm going to be very straight with you.
And you want to see the video?
Yeah, we'll show you the video if you want to see it.
Let me see it. Okay.
You text,
they just asked if I wanted it.
Perfect.
How is this going to help me though, man?
Well, because you didn't pull the trigger. And I see your face in there.
But I'm still...
I mean, you acting like, what the going on?
I'm still going to end up going to jail.
You are going to go to jail, but the difference is whether if you decide to be honest and to help out, and then hopefully the courts will show leniency that you've helped out and you've been honest, that shit went down fast or however it went down. But not saying nothing, that video makes you look guilty as hell, bro.
That'll be real.
It's cute.
You ready?
Be looking for him, ain't found him yet. Oh, there you go. Oh, he drops his pistol. Trying to get him, you know, what the here, hold this gun. There you go, now give me that gun. There you go. Oh, let me go ahead and finish him off right here. Snap. Snap.
No, wait, he's not done yet, though.
Oh, shit, my gun, let me get it. Oh, damn. Oh, let me give him one more, which he did right there.
So now you know we're not bullshitting. Which
Hey, can I talk about this, man? And I'll talk to y'all, man.
Now that Bonner understands the gravity of his situation, he agrees to share everything he knows with the detectives, starting with what the three of them did to Jesse.
I really don't know.
But you know him by sight. You've seen him around.
I've seen him around. You know, he offered me a ride. I took the ride.
You see how fast you can get involved with some dumb
BS
and
like
ruin
that.
your life? Crazy.
I seen him around.
Seen him around.
He offered me a ride. I took the ride. Right? Yeah, we pulled up at the house. The girl in the car, the girl, like, she was just like saying that the dude was selling, but something about the busted the windows or some shit like that done.
And then, old girl, she's knocking on the door trying to get in.
Yeah.
And then she comes back to the car. And she throws something in the car, and then she goes and walks her little dog. And then the rest of it's self-explanatory. We see the shots that happen and all that. Y'all walk back outside, and y'all get in the car. And where's the girl? Does she get in the car with y'all?
She had them ran up.
Okay.
Bonner had just admitted his role in the shooting, going so far as to confirm that Alyssa had been present the entire time. Under pressure from the video evidence, Bonner would eventually confess to something even more damning. He had provided Jacob with the gun used to shoot Jesse.
Oh boy.
With that
you just know him around, but you gonna get you.
You gonna find him with the gun.
You gonna
do
get
what you
in
do,
the car
right?
with him. You don't know him, but you gonna just give him a gun.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Y'all, tell me if that makes sense or not.
Do it make sense?
You gonna get in somebody's car, give him a gun.
Provided Jacob with the gun used to shoot Jesse. With that admission, Bonner officially became an accomplice to murder. Investigators would wrap up Bonner's interrogation and book him into jail. One member of the killer trio was down, 2 more to go. A week later, on November 5th, authorities tracked down Jacob Colville in Eustis, Florida, attempting to evade capture disguised in a wig, glasses, and makeup. But his cover didn't last long. An officer recognized him, initiated a traffic stop, and took him into custody. When finally apprehended, Colville was found with a loaded handgun and drugs in his car. He would reportedly state, "I don't regret it," when inquired about the murder. As for Alyssa, a warrant for her arrest was issued, and she was quickly apprehended, held in county jail without bond.
Yo, these.
While the killer trio's exact motives remained unclear, investigators determined that Colville, Blackburn, and Bonner were driven by a mix of personal vendetta and criminal intent. Their actions were likely tied to drug dealings and internal betrayals within their circle, leading them to see Jesse Gahagan as a liability that needed to be eliminated. Nearly 2 years later, in June 2024, Colville was sentenced to life in prison for the first-degree premeditated murder of Jesse Gahagan. Meanwhile, Lawrence Bonner and Alyssa Blackburn were also charged as principals to first-degree murder. As of this writing, both remain in jail awaiting trial. If convicted, they too will likely face life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Right.
They need to.
All them stupids. All them. All 3 of them was stupid. You kill somebody over a girl, first of all, with your kids in the car. And then you saying that, right. Then you say you don't regret it, but you leaving your kids behind.
You don't care? You ain't care about them anyway? Care about them.
Doing drugs. All y'all doing drugs and stuff.
Druggies, trap house.
The other guy, you ain't know who he is, but you happen to get in the car with him.
You got involved with some... Then you gave him a gun.
Give him a gun.
And you knew, so he should get the same thing he got.
Yeah.
All of them should get life.
All
without parole. Possibility of parole.
This whole big 3 dummies.
3 dummies. These shot lots when she walking the dog.
So I did call the
time not matching up. 4 hours. Just crazy work, man. Just crazy.
Rest in peace, Jesse.
Yeah, man. No matter what happened or what been going on, we don't know him or what situation, but yeah, that's sad. Nobody deserves their life to be taken away. Something stupid. Period. Like that. Y'all let us know your thoughts down below. How y'all feel about this? The moment she realized she got unalive a boyfriend by Dr. Insanity. Make sure you also check out Dr. Insanity's page too. Be linked down in the description box down below. Get this video up to 100 likes. 100 likes, y'all. Get this video to 100 likes.
And leave a comment down below. Let us know.
Let us know y'all been here, man. We love y'all. Appreciate the support. Kickback gang. Catch y'all next one.